point, you gotta realize that making your own weaponized alien robots is a bad idea. Did nobody see an Arnold film? In the Transformers film, Age of Extinction, KSI decided to recreate their own product of robotic alien machines in disguise with no consciousness, but then decided to hook up the consciousness of those who started the Chicago incident. This was apparently a good idea. After somehow awakening from the mind of Megatron, which nobody saw coming because everyone is an idiot, the drones awoke in different forms to assist the reborn leader with whatever plot they made up. This version of the KSI drones, referred to as the Sentry, transforms into a Pagani Herrera, and you might be screaming that this is just a lazy cash grab and repaint of the Stinger figure. However, this is in blue, so let that be a lesson. Would have been nice if it was something different like the Chevy Trax, but the way I see it, it's potentially possible that the drone was also using a Pagani in its alt form. Unlikely, but with so many different drones and so many cars, it's easy to get lost. Besides, the KSI drones were never a significant character. All they were was Episode 1 droids. When Age of Extinction started, the mainline pushed the Decepticons aside in favor of the new Autobots and Dinobots, only giving us a few noted characters. I'm not going to be picky about this. I'll try not to retread from the Stinger review too much, but it still has major clearance issues with things barely reaching where they need to be for a full functioning vehicle. It still has the pegs for the spinners, but instead he includes a double claw that can plug on top because danger, Mad Max spoiler! Rolls, well, it's just the Stinger mold, so it's complete ass. And keep in mind the mods I did previously, shaving the tabs near the front for easier access and carefully slipping out the tabs. I will say I like the colors more here than I did Stinger, and I can already hear the one fanboy screaming, "But the red is accurate! You can't hate accurate! It's illegal!" The tone of the blue color seems to mix really well with the black highlights. And while more details should be picked out with the paint, the headlights picked out looks nice. Oh, and how can you not like the clear plastic showing off the obnoxious joint? Fantastic! You can take it or leave it, but honestly, I think the car looks so much better in this darker tone. That is, if you can actually manage getting him into alt mode. I did do similar mods to this as Stinger, so that's something to keep in mind. Otherwise, I like what I see here. Robot mode. KSI Sentry is not fooling the keen-eye Transformers fan, just being a photoshopped hue change with the head swap. And sure, those curvy legs and bumblebee toes ruin the illusion, but does that mean it's all bad? Yes, the mold is Stinger, but as I said, the KSI robots aren't primary enough for me to be picky. I can see the shape in the chest, and I felt the Stinger didn't look slim enough. So this in black and dark blue actually seems to work in its favor. That is, if you squint, however. Is it just me, or does the color seem inspired by the Prime Viacon? I think the dark blue and black is a good choice. I do like the black color that blends into the torso. And you could put the shoulders down to make something of a difference. And why does Shadow Raider have a Decepticon logo and not this? That makes less sense! I do like the drone-style head, not just some spiky generic Decepticon. Still menacing, no emotion, but with a large visor that really stands out. Main colors with silver on the mouth and, oh? Rare light piping! And it's beautiful! Did someone say, articulation? Ball jointed head, ball joint shoulders, rotation below, elbow bend, ball joint hips, rotation below, knee bend, and foot moves. Posability is fairly okay. Looks good in poses, and I think it can get away with more with the clunky kibble. The armature parts on the back can move around if you want, but I don't want. Why is this still here? It's on the mushroom joint, but I don't want to risk breaking the joint. And hey, the return of a mushed car roof pretending to be a weapon. But now it comes with its own add-on kit. Let's take a look at the accessories. He comes with a dual blade with a peg you can use if you want to be wrong. However, you can open up the mushed roof and using the tabs, hold it in place and get the sidearm weapon. Gotta admit, while it wobbles, that's a pretty good way to adapt that kibble. But only if it came in a variety of colors like gray, orange, yellow, orange, orange, red, oh wait, yellow. It's not hard to make a comparison, but I think with the darker alternate colors with the head and blades looks good for this mold. It was already a little weird with the kibble, but I think this figure actually looks good. Would be nice if it was an accurate new mold. At this point, can we always expect accurate figures with kibble in the way and repaints? But I think KSI Sentry is one mold where I prefer the not so accurate figure. Do you think he was given emotions? Does he cry watching soaps?